Across the country, in many towns and cities and communities, teens always seem to have some kind of rite of passage that involves them going out at night and seeking out things in the forests outside of town. Even before the internet, everybody knew where to go for a crybaby bridge or what rituals to follow to summon a cryptozoological monster. For many Memphis youth, this involved driving out into Millington, off Epperson Mill Road, and into the forest under the cover of darkness. If they were lucky, or maybe unlucky, they may see an angelic figure, glowing in white and weeping. Now, before anybody worries about calling the Ghostbusters or perhaps a time-traveling doctor, just remember, this is merely just a memorial to a long-forgotten family who once called this land home. Coming from humble origins, descending from the French Huguenots, the Rembrandt family settled into what is now Millington, Tennessee. They started a farm and became incredibly wealthy and successful. This earned them a spot in the gentrified class of Western Tennessee, but also meant that with the outbreak of the Civil War, they would have to join the fight on the bad guys' side of the Confederacy. It would be the eldest son, Andrew Rembrandt, who would don rebel gray and go off to fight. And a few days short of his 19th birthday, he became one of the over 23,000 killed at the Battle of Shiloh. Rather than leave his son at a battlefield, family patriarch Samuel Rembrandt gathered his horse and buggy and ventured out to Shiloh to retrieve his son and bring him back home to rest in peace. There is disagreement over whether it was Samuel himself or future generation Rembrandt responsible for the tombstone. Regardless, they made sure the family name would be part of local legend. Rather than the Rembrandts going for something traditional like rest in peace or our beloved, they chose the nice, overdramatic, "To my dear parents and loving sisters, and my noble, gentle, and brilliant, brave brother, killed for defending home against the most envious lot of cutthroats that ever cursed the face of this earth." This has even led to one tale that this was the grave of the younger Rembrandt's son, who supposedly died defending his home from Union deserters who were occupying Memphis. While this particular story was made up, what isn't made up is that generations of Memphians would venture out into the forests at night, looking to find the crying angel. Being made of a white stone that reflected the moonlight, with little pieces of mica flecked in its face that glisten when teens shine their flashlights on it, it is little wonder that the crying angel became some kind of boogeyman or creature haunting the woods at night. Over time, the crying angel evolved beyond just a statue, becoming some kind of nightmarish creature lurking around at night, becoming more legend than grave marker. The recently defunct Old Millington Winery paid tribute to the angel in the form of a nice red, while Andy Tanis, a musician, paid tribute in song on his album Songs from the New South. Because so-called progress seems intent on wiping away any fun mystery from our world, the woodland home the angel once haunted is now nothing more than a landfill. So instead of finding a terrifying creature crying in the moonlight, you're more likely to find garbage if you go looking for the angel nowadays. While this logically means that the angel is likely stomped out of existence forever, there are some in many local Facebook groups who swear up and down that she currently resides in an attic somewhere, hoping to live again in some way or fashion. No matter where she is now, we can all hope that the crying angel still lives on some way, somehow. You've been listening to Josh, the Memphis Phantom, looking at the dark and weird corners of Memphis and the greater Mid-South.